Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a great day so far. So, I apologize for my eyes and everything. So, I did not sleep well at all last night, and I have not been feeling well today. So, do forgive me on that part. But I want to make this video. It was inspired by a great friend of mine that I met at UTC, and I met her in organic chemistry when I had to take it for the second time, and I, of course, failed. But we are, of course, still friends to this day, and she inspired me to really talk about this, and plus, I have lived through this, and so, I promise, okay. Anyway, the topic for today is good friendships and romantic relationships versus toxic friendships and romantic relationships. So I'm going to start with the good friendships and relationships, and then I'll do the toxic. And there's something I'd like to add is, what do you do and say to somebody who has been through trauma, and what do you not say? And you're like, Ashley, this is ridiculous. Well, people who have been through toxic friendships and toxic relationships, which I have been through both, they are very nasty and they are very traumatic. And so it's just, when I get to it, I will explain it all and hope you guys will let it sink in. So, here, I'll move this over here. Okay. So, like I said, I want to start with how can you tell if you're in a good friendship? So, both friends are going to try to make the friendship stay alive. And, in other words, it's going to be a two-way street. No one's going to be it's not going to be a one-way street. It's going to be a two-way street. And then, this is my favorite, is, both friends are not going to let their weaknesses or their, differences let their friendship just end like a lot of people do. Like, that is actually what makes the friendship stronger. It's not the similarities, it's the differences that makes the friendship stronger. So that's how you could tell a friendship is really, really good. Friends will help you grow and develop, and they don't push to change who you are. Like, I'm not going to try to get one person to change completely who they are. Like, yes, I mean, I want you to be healthy and happy, but, I mean, I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. And so, of course, friends accept each other even though their values are completely different. Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or what you've done. You need to be able to accept somebody for who they are. And if you feel like you can trust them, definitely be their friend. Genuine friends listen to you if you need advice, and they'll try to support you in any way that you can. In any way that you can. They want to be trustworthy and they want to be loyal to you. They're not trying to put you above anything higher, but they want to show you that they can be trusted, and they are very loyal. They're there for you in your good times, and they're there for you in your bad times. And I'm grateful for those kinds of friends. I have those friends too. They're there for you in your successes, and they're there for you in your failures, and that's wonderful. They want you to be involved in their life, and they want to be involved in your life. It's like family. Like they said in that psychology, like, if you've been friends with someone for 7 years, they become family. That's a lie. I don't pay attention to that. I think your family. Yeah, you gotta wait a little bit, but definitely your family after a little while. You're definitely family. If real friends know what, true friends, real friends, true friends, doesn't matter. They know what the real meaning of forgiveness and love are. Like, they're willing to apologize and admit their mistakes. Where it's like, let it go and let's move forward with life. Furthermore, if you disagree, you won't shatter your healthy friendship. You both should be able to navigate the conflict without offending or harming one another. That's really true. It's definitely true. So next is, how can you tell that your romantic relationship is good? So, first thing makes me happy is your spouse loves you unconditionally. And next is, you are not judged based on where you are, where you're from, or what you have done in your past. Because none of us on this earth is perfect. None of us. And that's why Jesus came to earth and died on the cross for all of us, past, present, and future sins, because he knew that we weren't going to be able to pay that kind of price. So, yes, praise Jesus for that. That's why we have to strive to be able to love unconditionally and not judge people, or especially forgive. Hey, I'm working on that, ladies and gentlemen. It's a hard thing, and you will see that toward toxic. Anyway, in friendship, romantic relationships are the same thing. Both parties are willing to admit and apologize for their mistakes. If they said something they shouldn't have said, or if they did something they shouldn't have, they're willing to admit it and say, I'm sorry. Even if you do not understand your spouse, why they're feeling the way they're feeling, you still have empathy for them, which is so sweet. And then you need to definitely bring out the best in each other. Like, that is, of course, unconditional love, is bringing out the best in each other. And then go out on occasional dates. That's something that's really special. And then, last thing I said, tell your spouse how much you love them every single day. Something very special. And so now we're getting to not so positive part, but it has to be said. We already went to how friendships and romantic relationships are good, now we're going to go through how friendships and romantic relationships are toxic. But this is just, ladies and gentlemen, a topic that it just needs to be talked about. So anyway, let's get into it. So how can you tell that your friendships are toxic? One friend is trying to keep the friendship alive, while the other doesn't care if the friendship ends or not. Yes, I've had that happen, trust me. It is the most hurtful thing. It hurts so bad. The other friend in the friendship intentionally ignores your message. Ignores your phone calls and text messages, making you worry about them. That, ladies and gentlemen, that's not okay. I mean, somebody's doing that to them, throw them out the window and tell them bye. Bye. This friend keeps secrets from you. When they think it helps keep the secret from you, it actually hurts you more. Like, don't keep secrets from people. I mean, tell the truth. I mean, no matter how much it hurts. There's this saying called, the truth hurts. It really does. I'm 27, almost 28 years old, and I've heard that saying so many times. And I'm going to hear it over and over till I'm no more, is all I can say. You tried to make things with you, well, I kind of said above, but I kind of said it a different way. It makes much more sense. You try to make things work, so really it's a one-way street. And they don't want to have anything to do with you. And that's bye. And that's not okay. I know it's heartbreaking. It really is. Really is. You feel constant negative feelings and emotions around these friends. This is where you feel in your heart you can't trust them. And you can't. And then, like good friends, toxic friends don't know what the real meaning of love and forgiveness are. And then next, how can you tell your romantic relationships are toxic? Some conflict. I mean, we're all going to have conflict in this world. I mean, we're in Satan's domain, and there's darkness in this world. So conflict's going to happen. There's a lot of disagreement that's going to happen, and that's okay. The thing you can do is try to work it out and fight for your relationship. But in this case, what I'm about to read to you, it's not worth fighting for. So toxic relationships, it's all about power and control, and people try to get out of them. You may think, why do people stay in them? Well, they try to stay in, they stay in them because they have so much fear of trying to leave. I mean, they feel constant negative feelings and emotions, like they feel fear, they feel guilt, they feel shame, they feel so many things, and they don't know what to do. And so they stay. And if the if the relationship is toxic, it is possible the emotional health of the partner who is not toxic will be more and more damaged by staying in it. And that's very true. They want to stay. I mean, they feel like they can't get out of this cycle. because they just feel like they're already damaged enough, and why not stay? And then every relationship is, I love this, every relationship is unique, and most knowledgeable person about your relationship is you. Listen to your body, pay attention to your instincts, and take the time to really examine any potential red flags. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, red flags, that goes for friendships. It could save you a load of heartache in the long run. And then having a support system of good friends and loved ones is always helpful and necessary, so that you do not feel alone, and if the relationship ends. And so, sorry, I promise I'm not crying. I got allergies. Anyway, so I want to tell you, I have experienced a lot of trauma, like dealing with toxic friendships and toxic romantic relationships. I really have, before I met Dylan. And Dylan showed me a lot in life that I could not see, and I was like, I thought I was never gonna see in life, because it was just like, wow, like I just felt I'm just amazed. And there's a lot of people I'm just like, I'm still working on, like, trying to move forward with and everything, but it's not as easy as you think. So I'm not here to share you my mental illnesses, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to share stuff that Shane has kind of shared with me. Some things he said that he shouldn't have said, and it made me mad. But there's some things he said that made me feel so safe. And a lot of y'all know what I've been through, and this is stuff that, I'm not talking about say to me, like say to your friends or say to people you know who's been through stuff like this. Like, going through a toxic friendship and a toxic relationship is very traumatic. So this is like the stuff you do and say to people when they experience trauma. So you would say, "You're safe now. I'm here to listen if you need to talk. I see and hear you are in pain. I respect your need for boundaries. I'm here for you. Of course you're angry." There's more things you can say. You can look it up. But those are just a few things I found. And the next thing and final thing is what not to say or do to people when they have experienced trauma. It's in the past now. You need to talk about it. Things will get better. It's time to move on. You need to let go of your anger. Stop being a victim. When you say those things to people who've been through trauma, you're minimizing their feelings and their emotions that they have been through. But when you say the things that you would to somebody who's been through trauma, you are you're not like excusing excusing anything, but you are telling them, okay, yes, it's gonna be okay, yes, but it will take time. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. I appreciate it. God bless you all.